शहजाद भाई बताएं फिर, व्हाट वाज योर गेम और
अच्छा जी,
हॉबी यू हैड?
मैं बचपन से ही काइंड ऑफ स्पोर्टी था। और
हम्म
शुरू में बचपन में तो हर कोई जिस तरह बचपन में क्रिकेट खेलते थे, मैं अपने बड़े भाई के साथ
हम्म
क्रिकेट खेलता था। वो मुझसे 6 साल बड़ा था। वो मुझे हर दूसरी बॉल के ऊपर आउट कर देता था, जिसके ऊपर मेरी उससे लड़ाई
हम्म
होती थी। वो
हम्म
आउट नहीं होता था, मैं आउट हो जाता था। तो
हम्म
विद द पैसेज
ओके।
ऑफ टाइम मुझे थोड़ी सी क्रिकेट आ गई। ठीक है, फिर आई स्टार्टेड प्लेइंग स्कॉश। अच्छा,
हम्म
स्कॉश टुक ओवर द क्रिकेट। ठीक है, मैं स्कॉश के अंदर इतना डीप चला गया, ठीक है, कि आप समझे कि मेरा आई वॉज वेरी गुड इन इट। ठीक है,
हम्म
और मैं जब लंदन में था तो मैंने अपने कॉलेज को भी प्रेजेंट किया था स्कॉश के अंदर।
हम्म
तो मेरे ख्याल में जो स्कॉश की जो मुझे आदत है, ये जो बचपन का स्पोर्टी होना है, वो मुझे अभी भी पे बैक इस सेंस के अंदर कर रहा है कि मैं अभी भी काइंड ऑफ एक्टिव हूँ। आई डू माई एक्सरसाइज, दो आई डोंट प्ले स्कॉश एनी मोर, आई डोंट प्ले एनी गेम एनी मोर।
हाँ
वो जो बचपन की जो मुझे फिटनेस, आप कह सकते हैं फिटनेस की एक होते है ना थिंकिंग, आई हैव टू कीप माई सेल्फ फिट
हम्म
यार, आई हैव टू डू समथिंग। कुछ भी ना करूं यार, वॉक जरूर करनी है। ठीक है, स्ट्रेचिंग कर लो, सुबह
हम्म।
कर लो। ठीक है, तो वो मुझे में अभी भी है, वो जीन्स अभी भी मेरे में कैरी आउट है। तो
I'm so glad. Being sporty always helps.
या, इट डस,
I
इट
wish I
डस।
was sporty. I
हाँ,
wish I was sporty. I
हाँ,
I keep I keep taking memberships of gyms. I go for a day or two and then I'm like, okay, fine. Like my husband says, तुम अभी एक दिन पहले, एक साल पहले membership लेके सोचोगी, फिर एक महीना जाओगी, फिर सोचोगी। So yeah, it's sporty होना is important. Sporty होना is
नहीं,
important.
नहीं नहीं, वो होना भी जरूरत है। साथ वो आपके ना एक कोई पार्टनर मिल जाए ना, कोर्स स्कॉश कैन नॉट बी प्लेड अलोन, इट हैज टू बी
Yeah,
प्लेड
yeah,
विद
that's right.
योर रेगुलर बेसिस, लाइक यू जस्ट सेड इट। अगर जिम में भी हो ना, जिम में भी यू हैव टू हैव अ पार्टनर विद इट, who will motivate you, who will encourage you every day, you know. So I think in every
Yeah.
sense we need the
That's
partner.
partner to is the most important thing in life. I think that's what we are here
Yeah.
to do. So, Sir Shahzad, what is the single best decision you have made in your life and how has it shaped your journey?
Went abroad for my studies. I think that was one of the best decision I took. Before going
And when,
abroad in 1990, okay, I did my finance and marketing in England. मुझे कोई इतना था नहीं, I was not मतलब curious नहीं था बाहर जाने में, लेकिन something happened, you know, something मैं अपने दोस्तों को साथ देखता था सारा कुछ। Then I thought I have to keep up with everyone, you know. This is not like मैं यहाँ पे बीए करूँ और यहाँ पे बीए करके I don't achieve anything. मैंने अपने cousins वगैरह को देखा, so उन्होंने बीए किया हुआ था, फिर मैं कहा I got to do something else. So मेरे ख्याल में that was the one of the best decision I ever took, which is still helping me in every way, my business, my personal life, my family, in every way. I still have my old friends back from London. Okay, I still chat with them, and it's good memories. I'm always proud of it that I took this decision.
so glad, so glad.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
best decision for my life was taking the entrepreneur bandwagon because
Oh,
I think that was the best decision. It was a lot of
okay.
risk and I burnt my boats, but I think that was the best decision for me.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. If you were magically granted your dream talent, what it would be, and how would, yes.
I have it to some extent, but I think the dream talent that I'm looking for is to be able to gauge people and situations and to take the best decision because it's critical when you meet somebody, the situation that you're in, and you don't want to make a mistake. So if I get this talent, I think which I have it some to some extent, but if I get it totally, I mean I think it would just help me in my personal and my professional life because it's all about dealing with situations all the time. You're taking decisions and decisions are the make or break of any situation. So this is what I would like to try. And how about you, Shazad? What would you like to have?
Mine is slightly different. Mine is like convincing everyone, making everyone happy.
Okay.
So this is what I think, you know, making everyone convinced and making everyone happy. I think it's a very tough job in these days. Yeah.
Acha ji. So I'm going to ask you, Shazad, to share the story of your biggest success in your business and what made it significant.
जब मैंने अपने फैमिली बिजनेस ज्वाइन किया, उसके साथ एक मुझे और भी था कि मैंने भी खुद कुछ करना है। जिस
Hmm.
तरह आपने एक बड़ा बोल्ड स्टेप लिया, मैंने भी एक कंपनी, व्हीकल ट्रैकिंग की कंपनी शुरू की थी,
Sorry, what
जिसको
was it?
व्हीकल ट्रैकिंग,
Vehicle tracking. Okay.
या व्हीकल ट्रैकिंग। ये तकरीबन
Perfect.
12 साल पहले की बात है। तो ये सब कह रहे थे कि यार ये तुम क्या करोगे। बेसिकली मेरा शौक था, ये शौक मेरा बिजनेस बन
Hmm.
गया। जब मैंने ये आइडिया अपने
Hmm.
भाई से सबसे किया तो मैं कहा यार ये मेरा शौक है, ये बढ़ता जा रहा है, मैं क्यों ना इसको प्रोफेशनली इसको लॉन्च करूँ, कंपनी बना, सारा कुछ करूँ। सबने कहा यार क्या तुम काम में लगने जाओ। मैं कहा जी मैं सीखना चाहता हूँ, मैं कुछ करना चाहता हूँ अपने के ऊपर। मैंने वो कंपनी बनाई, उस कंपनी ने मुझे बहुत कुछ सिखाया। सिंपली मैं सिर्फ वो
Hmm.
करूंगा, आपको ये बताऊंगा, फैमिली बिजनेस के अंदर मैं एक अम्ब्रेला में था, आई वॉज प्रोटेक्टेड।
Hmm.
ठीक है। When I started my own business, I have to make every crucial decision by myself, and that helped me a lot in my business right
Okay, perfect.
now. Yeah, and what about you?
So my biggest success, I think, in this business was that I kept taking risk. So while there is no precedence of any salon in Pakistan to expand in the same location to be able to cater to like 200 clients in a go, because obviously you're building the infrastructure to that level, you're doing everything to that scale. It's like you're scaling up so fast, and obviously it's a seasonal business. And when you are taking the risk to scale up so fast, which I did, I think was the biggest success, because everybody wanted to come here, and what was, I could have sent them back, and I said no, everybody who walks in we are going to cater to them. So it's a long story of how we did it, but catering to
Hmm.
200 people in the same premises is not an easy
True.
an easy thing for any business of my kind, which we did, and
ठीक
I
ठीक।
think it was very significant. Yeah. So Shazad, what's your all-time favorite movie, book, piece of art?
Yep. Okay. Mine is Barbarians at the Gate. This is something, एक वो किताब होती जो इंसान कभी भूलते नहीं है। उस किताब ने मुझे बताया कि लाइफ इज नॉट दैट इजी, एंड
Oh,
कुछ भूलने के बावजूद भी मैं उस किताब को नहीं भूल सकता। और
okay.
उसमें कुछ ऐसी ऐसी चीजें थी कि जो देयर वाज समथिंग न्यू व्हेन जब मैंने वो पढ़ी थी। आई वाज़न्ट इन प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ, आई वाज इन प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ, बट मैं इतने डेप्थ में नहीं गया हुआ था व्हाट आई एम राइट नाउ। सो आई थिंक दैट्स इज माय
So we,
ऑल टाइम फेवरेट बुक।
so let's read the book and I'll give you the feedback after I read it.
प्लीज टू,
Acha
प्लीज
ji.
टू, प्लीज टू।
Yeah, yeah. And for
यस।
me, it was a piece of art. So there was this painting on the fire, the fireplace of my grandmother's room. It was a big painting, and it had like a woman or a man, an image walking from dark to light. So it had water on
ओके।
one side, it had greenery, and it was so beautiful. The darkness was beautiful, and so was the light. So I used to keep looking at it, and it just stick to my mind. And I always kept feeling कि ठीक है, हमें this thought of ठीक है, things might not be great that right now, or things are not that nice, but you can always walk towards the light. I think that painting stayed with me. I tried my best to own it, but it went to somebody else. I will eventually take it from where it has gone. I think that painting stays in my mind, and that just shows me the light every time I'm feeling lost.
Or does it bring any memories to you? I mean, like, does it
Yes.
symbolize anything?
Yeah, it brings very happy memory of me and my grandmother together, because I was literally raised by her, and that painting was in her room, and it was a
Okay,
huge
good.
painting. And so, yeah,
Okay.
it brings back the memories of, yeah, a grandmother who was like a
Hmm.
mother.
Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah.
Let's go to,
If you are standard Shahzad on an island, who would you like to take?
well, frankly, two companion. One will be the butcher and the second one will be the cook. No, that was a joke. I think one will be my wife and the second one will be my mother.
I would have thought so too, but since my mother can't cook, so one would be my husband and the other would be my chef. Because I can't cook, and my husband is like a foodie, so वो मुझे
Uh,
ना खा जाए, इसलिए मैं शेफ को साथ ले जाऊंगी.
ठीक है।
Yeah.
Shall you will survive.
Yeah, I will survive. That's definitely the chef and my husband. Yeah, whoever can cook can come. Yeah, my mother can't cook, so no. I
Okay.
think no.
If
Yeah.
somebody were to write a biography about you, and what would be the title and why would it
I
be?
think I think the title would be breaking the norms,
Okay.
because I what I've done is absolutely is unthinkable in the world where I come from, and
Okay.
very unacceptable and all of that. So I think the title would be breaking the norm.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Mine will be like survival of the fittest. From
Yeah.
day one, I have struggled and still struggling. Okay. This is what I've seen in the world. It's the survival of the fittest. That would be
Yep,
the
it
title.
is. It is.
It
It
is. It
surely
is.
is.
It is. It is. Could you share a fact about yourself that most people would be surprised to know and want something new?
Okay, it is, I think, a fact about me, or some people would know, not know. I have a very soft heart. So, because if somebody comes and gives me a story and it revolves around, especially their children in distress, I am a crybaby. I will start crying. And for the same reason, when I came in this industry with a vengeance to change the how the business was done, we turned into a women empowerment center, because all the women who were coming to me, and they were all in distress, and they were coming from very, very sad social backgrounds, from brick lanes, from orphanages. So that maybe that thing in me which had that a lot of empathy and compassion that I had in a soft heart. So we changed this whole business towards women empowerment, and the government also acknowledged just a few months back. And this nature of mine of having a soft heart for especially female, I think this is what, I don't know if people know about it or not, but I can cry at the drop of a hat. You give me a story where people are in pain, and I it's very hard for me to not cry.
Okay, okay, that's it. I'm very straightforward. Okay, some people, I might surprise some people at some stage. I don't run around the bushes. जो मेरे दिल में है, वही मेरी जुबान में, and that surprises people. You
Which is
know,
great. It's an amazing thing.
but it's very difficult to carry.
Yeah, it's very difficult to carry, because people don't like you then if you're too straightforward. Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that's very difficult. So, what's something in your business that you wish you were better at, and how you're working to improve that particular aspect?
Hiring in terms of hiring, okay? Because for giving you example, I'm not an IT guy, okay? If I'm
Okay,
hiring an IT guy, okay, I lack some kind of thing, which because I do the hiring and firing myself, I take care of everything, the business thing. So when I am hiring a key post manager, so I wish I am able to get to that point that to see if I'm hiring a right person for the company or not. This is something I lack.
okay. And if I was to answer the same question, I would say that I need to learn marketing a bit more, because I'm too busy making everything perfect at a micro level in terms of getting to the perfection of every single thing we do here. And
Okay.
while I'm doing all of that, it's like jungle mein more naach raha hota hai. I'm not saying we don't have clients, but the kind of work that we do and the detailing that we're doing it, I'm not being able to show. So for the same reason, we have expanded our marketing team. We're hiring
Hmm.
more professionals on board. We're making the teams just more efficient and better. So at least if I don't get the time, they should be able to take on. And we have been able to do about 70% of that. And hopefully by 23, and we would be way better on it than we are right now.
Okay, that's good. If you had all the money in the world, what would you do with it?
I will share 70% of it with all the people who need it, because I think my happiness lies in seeing other people happy. So I will share it with my staff, I will share it with my relatives, I will share it with my siblings. I will help them in whatever way I can for them to have a better life, to whatever they wish to have in life. And I think the rest of the 30 or 20 would be enough for me, or maybe less. You don't need that much to survive. And I think that's the same formula we are following when I'm running Hifsa Khan, is because when I say we are working like a women empowerment center, means that we are pulling a lot from what we are running and putting it back into the system in terms of human resource, in terms of our infrastructure, and it is really helping us in all that I wish to see a change in the life of the people who are around me. And what would you do with it, Shahzad?
Yeah, it will be a waste of money waste if I keep all the money with me. Okay, I will try to do
Yeah.
as much good work I can do. Okay, and I think this is how I'm brought up, and I will do the charity work and give away as much as I can.
Surely, surely. So if I have to ask you, Shahzad, three personal traits or habits that you believe have played a vital role in your business.
One is the follow-up. I try to keep the
Okay.
follow-up. Okay. The second thing is I'm always updated with the market in the field in which I am. And I always try to introduce something new, which is not in the market. Takes some time. This is slightly difficult for me to introduce something new in the market, but that's one of the key success for our business.
I think what has helped me to get here is a lot of humility, because people in this line of work, I actually wanted to see also what happens, that it makes them so arrogant when they come to this line of work. So I kept my humility. And then I think I am very resilient, because Alhamdulillah, no matter how tough the situation gets, I tend to stand understand it, and I tend to face it. And then I think Allah Ta'ala has granted me a quality where I can lead people. So no matter how bad or good it is, I take my teams with me, I take them along. And for example, in COVID, we didn't fire anyone. There was hardly any firings, and we just pulled it and we pulled it through. So
That's
this is,
good.
I think, what has helped me, yeah, to go or to come to where we are today.
Okay, good.
And Shahzad, how would you strike a balance between your work and personal life?
That's a very difficult question to answer, but I try to. As much time I can take out from my work to give it to my children and my wife. I'm just trying it. I'm still struggling it, but very hard to balance between these two, the family and the work. I think it's an ongoing process which I have to do it every day, every week, every year.
And how difficult do you think it could be for a woman where she's very responsible for her children, their education, their well-being? I think how I did was just giving you a small example. So my son, he's studying abroad. So when he came to, I thought I could feel there was some lack of energy. And I'm very busy. I mean, I can't tell you how crazy it is for me. So I immediately called in for the testing, and I said, okay, let's get his blood works done. So my brother is a doctor in Canada. We prescribed me the test. I got the testing done. Then he said, okay, he needs this particular vitamin, is very deficient, both of these, and you are not going to find it in Pakistan. So I called my other brother. He's into, they get these medicines imported. So I said, okay, look, he's there for like 3-4 weeks. I need to get this medicine now. He flew those medicine in with me for 3 days, and I had to complete the course while he was there. So my husband was like, what's wrong with you? Like, it's okay. It's just a deficiency. I said, look, if he has a deficiency, if I can see it, I will get it done. And today when he was leaving, and Sal said, I can't believe it that you did it in a month. Humne uska pura testing kara ke. So I think what helps me to do this is I'm very organized and very disciplined. I will do the thing that needs to be done on that time. I'm not going to lie down and wait. Acha bhi kar lete hain. Acha ho
Okay,
jayega.
that's
No,
right. Mm.
everything is a list. I have to have my list, and I'm going to check mark my list every single day, every 2 hours. Okay, is this done? Is this done? Is this done? And
Okay.
my children have no complaints. My husband has no complaints. The house functions properly. Everything is, we have dinners, we have things going on at our house, and everything is managed because it's the discipline and it's your own organization that helps you to achieve it. And I think anybody can do it. But discipline is the
Okay.
key.
Yep. You got it right. I'm surprised to hear, matlab, to know you're very much organized. I wish I can be.
It's a state of mind.
One has to put itself as well. I know. Unless or until I push myself, I won't be that much organized as you are. One has to push as
Because
well.
you see, a push bhi karna padta hai, and then what makes you organized? I mean, why would somebody want to be on their toes all the time? And why would I not just sit in front of the TV? I don't watch TV as much as anybody else would do. I don't go on these random get-togethers where, there are gossip sessions and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I think how I look at life is that my existence on this planet, how much it is beneficial to my family, to the people around me, what have I done for somebody? I mean, क्या purpose क्या है? हम तो आए हैं दूसरों को help करने के लिए, right? So
True.
I have to give my answers when I go out, and then as many people as I can help. तो उसके लिए अगर आपकी सोच को आप मनोवर कर लें तो बड़ा my friends joke about me. I don't know if this should be recorded or not. So they go, okay, fine, you don't drink, you don't party. How do you feel high? And I'm like, look, I'm already high on life. And I don't need to do all this to feel high. So I'm
Uh,
good. And being in the business or industry that I'm in, I'm not saying it's a norm here, but I'm saying
okay.
yes. So the high of helping others is I think is a thing that brings that discipline in you, where जो दुआओं से है या आपकी state of mind से है, but yeah, the focus can, if you focus on it, you can do it.
No, good to know you're very much you. I'm surprised, and I'm good to know that you're very much organized. It's not with everyone.
Yeah, but you see, if one wants to get so much done in a day, right? Like I have my meetings with my teams, right? So we have like 13 to 14 departments. I have to physically go
Okay.
and dress up my brides, right? Which is like anywhere from 10 to 14. I have a daughter who's 15. My son is
Okay.
studying. He's constantly on the phone. I have my in-laws living with me, and they're old. And then I have some relatives who have also shifted in with us because they don't want to live abroad, and they've come back to Pakistan to live with my in-laws. So it's a
Okay.
house full. It's a fleet of servants at home. So, and I am the one who has to make sure that everything is done. The servants are standing there to kind of be there for everyone, and the food is cooked. So unless I'm organized, and unless I can be that not that perfect daughter-in-law, not be that perfect mother or the perfect wife or the perfect colleague to my staff, but to be somewhere there, to be at maybe at a 5 or a 6, so that everything stays in control. You have to be organized. I
Got it.
don't have an option because I
Yep.
decided to do this. I don't have an option, and if I don't do this, I won't be here where I am
Okay.
today. It's not easy for a woman.
That's
It's
right.
not easy for a woman, and it's not easy
Yeah.
for a woman in Pakistan, externally and internally. Internally is your set of family, and externally, when a woman comes to do business, there is so much leg pulling from the departments, from the government departments, from everybody or anybody who interacts with you. कि आप लोग तो वो challenge
Mm-hmm.
शायद कभी समझ भी नहीं सकेंगे.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be able to understand the challenge. Yeah.
Now I will ask her a question.
Okay.
What if you like to change something the way you are right now? Okay, if you are given an option to change the things the way you want it, what would you do
Don't ask me that question. Don't.
Okay, let's forget
Okay.
it.
I will put all the men, not all of them,
Yeah.
but 90% of them in some ship,
Okay.
and I will drown that ship.
Okay.
And this comes from my years of work experience at different multinationals, at different organizations. आपको पता है मेरे इदारे में, with the 300 people that we
Hmm.
are, there are men
Hmm.
only in the administration, और वो भी
Okay.
औरतों में change हो जाएंगे बहुत जल्दी. I'm getting these women trained for electrical work and these plumbing and stuff. I hope I can get that done. And there are only 3 men in
Okay.
the management who are known to us for a very long time. So that's a separate
Okay.
discussion. Okay, so we'll do that some other day. हाँ. So ये आपने बड़ा मुश्किल सवाल मेरे से पूछ लिया है, बट मैंने जवाब आपको दे दिया है, बट इसको आप बेशक रिकॉर्ड नहीं करें, बिकॉज बाकी ईओ वाले मुझे कहेंगे प्लीज यू गॉट दिस वुमन ऑन बोर्ड, प्लीज लेट हर गो, व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट इज शी टॉकिंग अबाउट. चल मैं बात.
90%,
हाँ
90% बहुत बड़ी एवरेज है.
हाँ है, शहजाद है. बट आप पता है, आप अगर कभी हम इस पे बात करें तो क्यों नहीं है औरतें बिजनेस में, क्यों आपको 9 मिली है सिर्फ फॉर यू, व्हाई आरंट देयर मोर women in entrepreneurship, why aren't there women on these important seats, why aren't you see more women coming up? I think the way women can multitask
देखिए
and the women can manage things, with due respect, men का.
देखिए, I somehow agree with you. It depends on your education, your background, the how you are raised. Okay, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि जो आप कह रही हैं वो अभी तक बिल्कुल ठीक है, बजाय मैं इससे स्लाइटली डिसएग्री करता हूँ, स्पेशली आज के दौर के अंदर.
हाँ
ठीक है, मैं अब ये नहीं कह रहा 8 है, 9 है,
हाँ
10 है.
हाँ
ठीक है, अब वक्त के साथ जैसे लोगों की तालीम का म्यार बढ़ता जा रहा है, लोग जिस तरह ट्रैवलिंग करना शुरू हो गए हैं, ठीक है, मेरे ख्याल में जिस तरह मैं अपनी एग्जांपल दे देता हूँ, मेरी 3 बेटी हैं.
माशाल्लाह.
मेरी बड़ी बेटी शी इज वेरी गुड इन ओके
ओके.
प्रोफेशनली केक बेक
वो
करती है, कुकीज बेक करती है, एंड शी हैज हर ओन वेबसाइट एंड लिंक एंड ऑल
हाँ
दिस थिंग. ठीक है, और एंड शी डिड गुड, वेरी गुड.
ओके.
ठीक है, क्योंकि अब मैंने उसको कहा कि बेटा ज्वाइन माय ऑफिस एज वेल, स्टार्ट माय
ओके.
बिकॉज वो थोड़ा कोविड के बाद उसका बिजनेस थोड़ा स्लो हो गया एंड शी वाज मेकिंग अ गुड मनी, वेरी गुड मनी. ठीक है, फिर मैंने कहा बेटा इफ यू डोंट माइंड तू मुझे ज्वाइन करोगी, आके ना मेरे बहुत से काम होते जो रह जाते फॉर सर्टन रीजन. उसने कहा कोई बात नहीं पापा, मैं करूंगी. ठीक है, तो मेरे ख्याल में अब हम अपनी बच्चों को उस तरह नहीं लेते जिस तरह पहले हमारे बाप दादा वगैरह लेते थे. बच्चों का औरतों का एक खास रोल होता था. ठीक है, अब मेरे ख्याल में जिस तरह मीडिया ने बहुत रोल अदा किया है ये कि यार बच्चियां बच्ची नहीं होती, ये आपके बेटे भी बन सकते हैं. मेरे ख्याल में मेरी बड़ी बेटी जो है, मेरी बच्ची की जो है मेरा बेटा बन रही है.
माशाल्लाह.
ठीक है, शी कम्स टू द ऑफिस. ठीक है, और वो मुझसे पूछती है एंड शी इज वेरी गुड इन दिस. ठीक है, अब मुझे कभी कभार शर्मिंदगी भी होती है कि मैंने कहा कि यार उसका काम चल रहा था, मैंने उसको ऑफिस बुला लिया. अब मैं डबल माइंडेड हूँ कि मैं जो उसका पैशन था वो उसका पैशन अभी भी शी इज वेरी मतलब करती है ऑन वीकेंड्स. ठीक है, शी टेक्स ऑर्डर ओनली ऑन वीकेंड्स, फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडेज. ठीक है, अब मुझे ये हो गया है कि मैंने जो उसका पैशन था मैंने उसको उसके पैशन से हटा दिया. ठीक है, अब मैं चाहता हूं कि वो इस आगे कोई 2 साल 3 साल के बाद ये ना कि पापा आपकी वजह से मैं बिजनेस में, अदरवाइज आई वाज डूइंग माय ओन बिजनेस.
If I have to experience share कि आप लोगों ने ये businesses generational businesses हैं और the kids have to take them on, and this is wherever they are because of what you were doing, and if these kids
या
don't take it on, then who's who's going to be taking care of me. I understand you can have professional management, but I don't think you should feel guilty because ये सब इन्हीं के लिए किया गया था और इन्हीं के लिए था और इन्होंने she can always take it up like a hobby that what she's doing. But I would say that a business that is putting them in the place that they are in today is because of what you set it up for them. And if they aren't the ones running it, and I think you have no reason to feel guilty because she can always do it as a as a hobby, and that's absolutely okay. And I
देखिए,
think you should not be guilty at all. You should not be
नहीं,
guilty.
आई एम नॉट गिल्टी, लेकिन दिस नो लुक दिस ये जो सोच है मुझे कभी कभार आती है, इसलिए आती क्योंकि मैंने उसका जो उसका पैशन था, मैंने उसके पैशन से उसको कहा कि यार हट, समझ गए, मैंने तो सीधा सा कहा कि हट जाओ बेटा, ज्वाइन माय ऑफिस, ठीक है, कम सिट विद मी एंड डू व्हाट एवर आई एम डूइंग इट। लेकिन एक पैशन जो होता है इंसान का, ठीक है, वो इसके अपने अंदर से निकलता है, ठीक है। ये जो मेरा जो अभी ऑफिस है, ये अडेप्ट कर रही है, सीख रही है, समझ गए, वो मुझसे सीख रही है, अडेप्ट कर रही है। जो उसका बेकिंग था वो अपने शौक से अंदर ही उसके दिल से काम होता था, सारी सारी रात लगी रहती, ठीक है। मैं सुबह 5 बजे भी फजर के लिए उठता था तो किचन के अंदर आवाज आ रही होती थी, मैं कहा बेटा क्या कर रही हो, कहते पापा आज मेरा ऑर्डर। तो मैं फ्रेंकली, सीधी सी बात है, मैं तो कभी यही सोचता हूँ कि यार मैं ये नहीं चाहता कि मेरा बिजनेस आगे चले या ना चले, मेरा वो ना चले, मुझे सिर्फ ये हो गया, मैं कहता हूँ वो अपना पैशन को कैरी ऑन रखे।
देखिए that
देखिए, वन हैज टू एंड, वन
हाँ,
हैज टू एंड, ठीक है।
but then should
Maybe
हाँ
my elder daughter
हाँ
doesn't take over. Okay, doesn't take over. Maybe my second one take over.
but somebody has to take over.
She's studying
But
abroad.
somebody has to take over.
हाँ, she's studying abroad. Yes, somebody has to take it over. मैं ये भी नहीं कहता, अच्छा मैं I'm type of, मतलब मैं ये नहीं कहता कि दूसरी बेटी है, she's into finance, okay, and she's very good in figures, okay, और अगर वो भी नहीं करेगी तो I got to, मुझे कुछ ना कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा, either I will go for professional management or anything, करना पड़ेगा। लेकिन क्योंकि ये मैंने खुद है, क्योंकि मेरे जो कुछ पैशन से जो मैं इस वक्त के साथ अपने पूरे नहीं कर सका, मैं अपने बच्चों को नहीं करवाऊंगा।
I think you let her decide.
आई हैव, बट उसने सोचा कि बाप को किसी की जरूरत है और वो इसीलिए मेरे पास आ गई।
That's all what daughters are about, Shahzad. That's all what they're about.
या
They will always.
यप
सुबह भी ये बात कर रही थी किसी से, and she was sadly telling me the story of her three sons, how she was unwell and they don't give any time attention to her, and how the daughter comes in every day to see how she is. It's a very natural phenomena of being a male and a female. A woman will always lean towards the needs of her family.